All right, 49 Errors faithful, buckle up because today's news is going to hit you like a Nick Bosa sack. We've got 4 absolute game changers that'll leave you hyped, shocked, and maybe a little nervous. A mystery brewing in our defensive backfield, a decision that could flip our offense upside down, a story that's got the whole NFL buzzing, and a rising star ready to light up Levi's Stadium. What's going down in Santa Clara? Are we closer to that 6th Lombardi trophy? Grab a seat, smash that like button, subscribe, and let's dive into the stories that are setting the faithful on fire. Picture our 49 Errors defensive unit that's been a brick wall, shutting down the league's best offenses. But right now, there's a crack in the armor. Malik Mustafa's injury has left a massive question mark at safety, and the faithful are buzzing, who's going to step up next to Jair Brown? National analysts are tossing out heavy hitters like Justin Simmons, Marcus Williams, and even Jason Pinnock, who's got history with our old defensive guru, Robert Saleh. But hold the phone, Matt Maiocco from NBC Sports Bay Area dropped a reality check on his YouTube channel. He's betting the Niners are all in on Pinnock, a steal at $2. $2 million for a one-year deal to lock down a starting spot, week 1. Why the confidence? Pinnock's got the size, speed, and raw passion for the game, averaging 85 tackles a season with the Giants. The dude's a converted corner with the tools to be a playmaker. But here's the kicker. He's only got 2 picks and 2 forced fumbles in 2 years as a starter. Can he deliver the big plays we need? The faithful are split on. Some are screaming for a proven vet like Simmons to shore things up, while others are hyped about Pinnock's upside. What if Mustafa's back sooner than we think? Or what if Brown, who missed chunks of the offseason, can't handle the load? Training camp's gonna be a pressure cooker, with every rep under a microscope. The 49 Ers front office is playing it cool for now, but if Pinnock stumbles early, don't be shocked if they make a splash. What do you think, faithful? Are we good with Pinnock, or do we need a big-name safety to chase that ring? Drop your take below, because while we're sweating this one, there's an even bigger storm brewing on offense. And just when we're wrapping our heads around who's going to hold down the secondary, a gut punch hits our offense. Jauan Jennings, the guy who's money in the clutch, might be walking out the door. Grant Cohn from Sports Illustrated laid it out plain and simple. Jennings could command $15 million a year on his next contract, and with Brock Purdy's monster $50 million plus salary and Brandon Ayuk's $120 million extension eating up cap space, the 49ers might not have the dough to keep him. In 2024, Jennings was a straight-up beast. 77 catches, 975 yards, and 6 touchdowns in just 15 games. If he balls out like that again in 2025, his price tag could climb even higher, and the Niners' chances of re-signing him could tank. The faithful are freaking out on social media, and for good reason. Jennings is the soul of this offense, the guy who makes third down miracles happen. Losing him would be like ripping out the heart of our passing game, especially with Deebo Samuel now in Washington, and Ayuk still nursing injuries. The cap situation is brutal. Purdy's deal is a game changer, but it's forcing tough choices. Do we prioritize Jennings, or do we roll the dice on cheaper options? And here's the nightmare scenario. What if Jennings signs with a division rival like the Rams or Seahawks and starts torching us twice a year? The faithful would lose their minds. The offseason's going to be a chess match, with John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan under the spotlight. Fans on X are already debating some, say we've got to lock Jennings up. Others think we can rebuild around younger talent. What's your call, faithful? Can we afford to keep our clutch king, or are we staring at a painful goodbye? Drop your thoughts in the comments, but brace yourself, because there's a story coming up that'll give you goosebumps. Have you ever stopped to think how a single draft pick, the very last one, can change a franchise forever? Brock Purdy, our Mr. Irrelevant from the 2022 NFL Draft, isn't just a feel-good story. He's now being called the biggest steal of that entire draft class. Matt Holder from Bleacher Report dropped a bombshell, naming Purdy pick 262 in the 7th round as the best late-round gem of 2022, beating out studs like Jake Ferguson and Reek Woolen. From third stringer to starter, Purdy took us to the NFC Championship in 2022 and all the way to the Super Bowl in 2023. And get this, he's the only quarterback from his draft class still with his original team, locked in with a massive 5-year, $265 million extension. The faithful are eating it up, but the debate's heating up on X. Can Purdy take it to the next level and snag MVP in 2025? ESPN's Chris Broussard is all in, calling Purdy a dark horse MVP candidate on first things first, thanks to a softer schedule and a healthy Christian McCaffrey. But here's the twist. McCaffrey might outshine Purdy in the MVP race, just like he did in 2023 when he finished third in voting. Some fans swear Purdy's the future, a QB who elevates everyone around him. Others argue he's a product of Shanahan's system, leaning on stars like McCaffrey and Jennings. If Purdy can turn receivers like Jennings or Ricky Pearsall into superstars, he might shut the doubters up for good. The road to MVP won't be easy. Lamar Jackson and others are lurking, but Purdy's got the heart and the arm to make a run. What do you think, faithful? Is Purdy MVP material, or is a Super Bowl ring the real prize? Hit the comments with your take, because there's a rookie waiting in the wings who might just steal the spotlight. And while we're dreaming of Purdy hoisting the MVP trophy, a first-rounder is ready to make some serious noise in our offense. Ricky Pearsall, our 2024 first-round pick, is primed to become Brock Purdy's new favorite target in 2025. Jared Dubin from CBS Sports is calling it, with Deebo Samuel now in Washington and Brandon Ayuk still working his way back from injury, Pearsall's got a golden opportunity to shine. His rookie year was a roller coaster shot during an attempted robbery, missing the first 6 games and battling shoulder and hamstring issues. Still, he finished strong with 31 catches, 400 yards, and 3 touchdowns, including a monster 14 grabs for 210 yards in the final 2 games of 2024. The faithful are hyped, but there's a catch. Pearsall missed OTAs and minicamp this year with another hamstring injury, slowing his development. If he can stay healthy, his explosive speed makes him the deep threat our offense desperately needs. But what if the injuries keep piling up? Or what if Ayuk comes back and hogs the targets? On X, fans are buzzing some see Pearsall as the next big thing. Others want him to prove it in training camp. The stage is set for him to start at Z receiver week 1, and every target he gets could be a game changer. Will he be the spark that takes our offense to another level? What's your take? Faithful is Pearsall ready to break out, or is it too soon to crown him? Drop your thoughts below, and let's tie this all together for the road ahead. Faithful, what a wild day to be a 49ers fan. From the question marks around Pinnock holding down our secondary, to the heart-wrenching possibility of losing Yawan Jennings, from Brock Purdy's rise as the NFL's greatest draft steal, to Ricky Pearsall's chance to become our next offensive star. This is why we live and breathe the red and gold. Every one of these stories tests our loyalty, but fuels our fire for that 6th Super Bowl ring. Can Purdy make a run at MVP, or will Pearsall steal the show as the new go-to guy? Jump in the comments and tell us what's got you hyped up or stressing out. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and let's ride together toward that Lombardi trophy.